Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have a good one for you today. We're gonna take Louis' 2023 Z06, he sent us from New Jersey, with our Stage 2 package complete and compare it against a stock C8 Z06. So stay tuned for this video, guys. You will not wanna miss this.
Experience the thrill of unrivaled performance. Our team of experts takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late model racecraft. We talking or we racing?
All right, so Louis sent this thing down from New Jersey. As many of you know that do watch our channel a lot, the C8 Z06 platform, the ECM is still locked where we can't get in it and do what we do to the C8 Stingray. So we keep our packages to pretty much bolt-on only at the moment. Our Stage 1, which I've seen before in the past, includes cold air intake, high flow cats, and we port the throttle bodies. Depending on the customer, determines on what cold air we install. This one, he wants it to look good, so we do the Eventuri cold air, high flow cats, ported throttle bodies, and then Louis took it one step further, which is now our Stage 2 package, where we include a stainless steel header. In this case, this is the first set of Kooks headers we've installed on this package for the Z06, and it actually turned out really great. Not only do you get the extra sound from the headers, but the mid-range gains, I can't stress that enough. How much you see in the mid-range of the torque and horsepower makes this thing, we're about to go find out, how much it will beat a stock Z06. I know it will just because I can see from the dyno graph what it will do. The peak numbers aren't anything crazy. I think it was only like I think it went from 574 rear wheel horsepower to like 602 or 604. So like roughly 28, 30 rear wheel horsepower peak numbers. But in the mid-range, it's a solid 35 horsepower across the board from the time you floor it at low RPMs all the way up to 8,500 RPMs. That's where the difference, I believe, we're gonna see of this car versus a stock C8 Z06. So guys, we're gonna go take this thing out. He's gonna show you here in a second of this thing against a stock one. And then know that I think next week we have a set of American racing headers. We're gonna do the exact same package, Stage 2, and we're gonna do American racing headers instead of Kooks headers, and we'll share those results with you as well, for good or for worse. We'll share those results. So moving forward, you C8 Z06 owners out there, we'll know whether we're gonna be using Kooks moving forward or American racing if one far surpasses the other one as far as horsepower and torque numbers go. So again, guys, when it comes to our package, the performance, the looks, y'all can see we do the clear for the hardtop convertibles, so it looks good. You go to car shows, you want that to look good, as well as this customer. I can't pop it with that. Let me do it again. Let me shut it, and you can just keep rolling, Jason. Let me shut it, and that way y'all can see the cold air, because there are two options that we do for the cold air intakes. If a customer is just about racing, wants to save a little bit of money, and doesn't really care about going to car shows and looks, we can run a cheaper cold air intake. But this customer wants the looks as well as the performance, so the Eventuri is there. That way you pop either the hood to see underneath, to see the engine, or to see the cold air. I mean, look at that, carbon fiber with the clear. It looks absolutely incredible. Whereas the other cold air we install, it still looks factory. You don't even know that there's one there. You only know from looking up from underneath the hood and then the horsepower and torque gain. So enough talking about this. Let's go have some fun in the street. think I'm gonna fuck them up. Let's see. Share with you guys goodie bags. Every car that we ship out gets goodie bag that comes with t-shirts in it. We got license plate brackets, hats and stuff like that, different merch depending on what the customer wants, as well as every vehicle gets a before and after dynograph. And again, as y'all can see here guys, 574 is where it baselined, 602 is the after. And man, some people might think, man, that's really not that much. What makes the difference of this, which we're about to go find out, is the mid-range. See how the red horsepower and torque is across the board from, I mean, we stabbed right here, 4,700 RPMs. It's roughly 35 horsepower and roughly 20 something rear wheel torque across the entire power band. So when this car is racing against a stock one, every time it shifts, it's always gonna be 35 horsepower more. So mainly at the low speeds, like when you first hit it, low RPMs, that's where we're gonna see the biggest difference. Even in like this spot, I think it was like right at 7,700, it was almost like 40, a little over 40 something horsepower gain right there. But for the average, 35 rear wheel horsepower across the board, and that's where we talk about mid-range. When I talk about camshafts and stuff, I always talk about everyone can just make a peak number, but the mid-range number is what makes the cars run quicker and run faster. So we're about to go prove that theory right now to show you guys how just because it only picked up, let's say 28 rear wheel horsepower, the mid-range power is going to make this car so much faster than a stock one. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, give it a like if you liked it so far, and please turn on bell notifications for future content as we have cool stuff in the pipeline that you're going to want to see. And as always, please comment below.